brothers and sisters. Welcome to Penn Sunday School starring Penn Gillette. My name is Michael Godot, and this week Penn tells the bear joke. Will laws requiring condom use in porn make Godot's life better? And we got a little bit of news. We're going to talk about David Blaine, and there's lots more fun on the way. Here he is, preaching the love, Mr. Penn Gillette.
This podcast is brought to you by Audible.com, the internet's leading provider of audiobooks with more than 100,000 downloadable titles across all types of literature, including fiction, nonfiction, and periodicals. For a free audiobook of your choice, go to audiblepodcast.com/Sunday School. This episode is also brought to you, my goodness gracious,
We got a new one.
by Ting.com. Ting gives you big savings and billing clarity for mobile phone service. Try their online savings calculator and save $50 on your device purchase at sundayschool.ting.com. sundayschool.ting.com. That's fun to say. Penn Gillette, preaching love right here. And you just got a big review in Finland. You were the Finnish funny man?
I am the Finnish funny man, apparently. Yeah, big review from my lecture in Finland. Because Michael Godot saved the schedule. Oh, sorry.
Where were you? Where were you in Finland?
Kuvula. A little town called Kuvula.
Now, you know, they had a big magic festival over there. You called us from there. We had just Skyping in. And, our Finnish correspondent, we have more than one fan in Finland. Did you know that?
Yeah.
There's people in Finland that know us. And City, though, is my favorite Finn, which was a wonderful TV show.
City the Finn.
And we sent over, because you were told the review you had.
I was told it was a good review, and someone sent me from the big magic magazine in Finland. Yeah.
Well,
I know. Exactly.
You were told it was good, but I was skeptical, because it's easy when it's a foreign language to say that it's good. But then we sent it off to Sydney, who did a very quick translation. Now, she said the original review was written in kind of sloppy Finnish. Like maybe Godot did it with an online translator. That's what I'm thinking. Godot did it in an online translator and then sent it to me to send to Cindy so he would get kudos. So let's hear what the... Kudos. Let's hear what your...
kudos.
Kudos. Kudos sounds like a Finnish word. But go ahead. Tell us what the
I'll explain to you the situation. One of the other acts was late in arriving. They said, can you do a lecture? Do you do a lecture? Because you just do lectures and they sell notes and props and stuff like that. I said, yeah, I can do a lecture. I got nothing to sell. And they said, oh, well, I guess we'll have you do it anyway.
People should know that a lot of magicians earn their living by going from magic club to magic club to magic club.
Yes.
They give a 45 to an hour and 50-minute lecture to probably fewer than 100 people,
right?
Like a church basement or something. And then they have lecture notes, which are used to be like mimeographed, stapled together. But now I'm sure they just probably sell them around a USB or something, or they probably even give DVDs of them doing the whole lecture. And they sell those. You can make your living. The magic club pays your expenses and another couple bucks. And then, you have to go to TGI Fridays afterwards and talk to them. I know about this because I have had friends that gave lectures, and I've sometimes gone to see them do the lectures. And then afterwards, you go to TGI Fridays and sit around with a bunch of magicians.
Yeah.
And then you sleep on someone's couch in their rec room after the show.
Exactly what happens. Exactly right.
But anyway, so Godot's giving a lecture.
I went. They asked me to do this lecture last minute, so I went
in Finland.
And it says Michael was juggler, writer, and producer. He performed in the Lance Burton show.
And this is a translation by Cindy, who's actually Finnish. So this isn't a jive-ass translation.
No.
I also want to say before Godot reads this that I believe that Godot wrote this review, put it in a translator to get finished, then gave it to me to send to Cindy to be translated back. So this is all Godot talking about himself.
And it was a great plan because all I had to do was mention. You said I'll send it to Cindy.
I know.
So you fell.
I fell hook, line, and sinker. But go ahead. What did you write about yourself? Translate to Finnish, and then Cindy translated back into English for us. Let's hear it.
Says I work in the Lance Bertonen show.
Oh, bless
and I work with Penn and Tellerin.
Is that all Finnish is? You stand
That's how I did it, yeah.
Okay.
He says, I know a lot about fun and entertaining, but for some reason he has never before given a lecture on the subject anywhere. Not quite true. Strictly true. I did it one other time. So
I thought this was a lecture you gave regularly.
Paivat days. Take a Paivat days. Take a Paivat, which is magic days, I guess is the translation.
They kept days
more
the
than
same.
an hour, I explained a word.
They couldn't. They thought of their own word for magic, but the Finnish were too lazy to think of their own word for days.
No, days not on there.
Okay. They have their own word for days, right? They didn't rip off our days.
It's time.
Because the French stole living room and boyfriend. And, go ahead.
I know. Boyfriend's a good word to steal. I explained a working formula for fun is what this says. Things are being taught. Not a few jokes or tricks to be copied, but instead a method that can be used in any situation. See that? The lecture turned into a workshop. When you turn examples of different situations from the audience and everyone, led by Godot, turn them into fun. What I teach is a comedy writing lecture.
You gave your lecture kind of sort of half-assed.
To you one time 100 years ago, yeah. It was discovered that the idea works. That's what they found out with this lecture. Yeah. And the method, instead of an individual joke to be copied, you can create your own joke.
I guess the Finnish are very used to copying.
Yes. It says if magicians dared to use this, the competitive stealing of jokes would stop or at least decrease, and everyone would make original, entertaining performances. Many consider the lecture one of the best during Magic Days in years.
Oh, yeah. Now, how did you start that before it went into Finnish?
I know.
What did you actually write? Michael Godot is the greatest ever.
Yes. Yeah. I'm going to put it up in Finnish on my website. You need a comedy lecture? Call Godot.
If you need a comedy lecture, but you lectured, I assume, in English. Is that right?
In English, yes. And it was
if you lectured in Finnish, it would have been really funny.
Really good. Yeah. Well, now that I know that there's that IN at the end of everything, it's going to be much easier next time. And then Tellerin. Hey, are you telling them? No, we're not doing the bear joke first.
Not yet.
We
But
should
first,
talk about.
I want to talk about what I did all week.
What did you do all week?
I want to talk first of all. We know we've documented Penn's stupidity on here. So we, Glenn Ally, who runs the whole Penn and Teller operation, we knew I had to record the audio book for my new book, which is called Penn Jillette. Every day is an atheist holiday. Every day, we can all hold them. We have plenty of them.
We don't need to. Oh, I think that comes out.
Every day is an atheist holiday with a little picture of me holding the Easter bunny and with, it looks like,
It's a nice cover.
Looks like Rudolph the
Red-Nosed Reindeer. This is the uncorrected proof for limited distribution.
Right.
And do you know how I can prove that? Your name is spelled wrong on the cover of your own book, my friend.
Yeah.
I don't want to say, we need to do some recovery on
No, but this just gets sent out to, all the people who want to pre-review it. It also looks a little like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Get ready to suck my dick, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It looks like he's fixing to get ready to do that. I don't know. Rudolph is male, I guess, and I said he, but that's right. Although it's very, very femme-looking Rudolph here, which is cool. I like gender bending and reindeer. Speaking of reindeer, it all ties in. Finish.
It all ties in.
Anyway, my book, Every Day is an Atheist Holiday, and More Magical Tales from the best-selling author of God. No, I love the fact that I'm reading it off the cover like I don't know what it is. It's not for sale yet. It comes out November 13th.
Yeah.
But it is available for pre-order. You can go to Amazon right now, and you can pre-order it, and you should pre-order it, because then they'll do the second printing and can fix one of the mistakes in here that really pissed me off. So that should be your motive. Get one of the ones that has a mistake. They misquoted. They changed a Bob Dylan quote in here.
Oh, Jesus God!
But it's gonna be fixed.
The guy in New York lose his job over this.
It's gonna be fixed. And you can go to, it all ties in together. You can go to the
skirting the issue.
if you want. I am. If you wanted to, and if you
don't work for the New York Times.
Everybody's yelling at me at once. What did you say, Rich? Oh, okay. Don't have to look on the table. Every day is an atheist holiday. If you want to buy this, and you should want to buy it. Speaking of the second printing, fix the Bob Dylan quote. This is the way you can help out Penn Sunday School. Is you don't go to Amazon, but rather you go to PennSundaySchool.com and you clear your cookies and you click on the banner for the Amazon and you buy the book. And they give us a little taste. Don't pay any more. Just give us a little taste.
And a little bigger taste, because clearly it's already your book.
It's already my book.
Double
It would be a
dipping,
great
my
thing to do. There's pictures in this one.
If only
This one has pictures.
if you did
The last one did.
purchase this, then I could get a little taste of your book.
And you know something. Robbie, who worked on this, and my editor, who worked on the last book, both think it's better than God Knows.
Really?
I know. But I think it's good. I'm pretty proud of it.
But this week you have been recording.
I've been recording all
audio
weekend
for
to
it,
show you.
so that it will be on Audible.com.
It will be on Audible.com. And this podcast is brought to you by Audible.com, the Internet's leading provider of audiobooks with more than 100,000 downloadable titles across all types of literature and featuring audio versions of many New York Times bestsellers, which of course mine will be. For our listeners, Audible is offering a free audiobook, giving you a chance to try out their service. One audiobook to consider is, of course, when it comes out, I bet you can pre-order it pretty soon. Every Day is an Atheist Holiday. What are you reading now? The Kahneman book?
Yeah, I'm reading the Kahneman book. I'm listening to the Kahneman book. But it's not Kahneman reading it, which is a little sad.
It's not. It is or not?
It's not him
No,
reading
well, he's got a pretty heavy accent.
Okay.
Have you heard interviews with him?
No, I haven't.
Pretty heavily accent. You're probably glad it isn't Kahneman.
Okay.
Remember
Well, I think I
trouble.
do it.
For a free audiobook of your choice, go to Audible Podcast/Sunday School. That's audiblepodcast.com/Sunday School. audiblepodcast.com/Sunday School. So, we had to, last week was really tough because we're writing, we can't talk about this, Dustin, be careful.
Okay.
We're writing this pilot for Showtime.
Yes.
Everybody in this room is working this pilot for Showtime. And we were working on that all week and doing rewrites and all that. It's going to be a good pilot. I think it's going to be great.
It's
And then, am I kicking you over
a
the
little bit.
Okay, good. And then we had a lot of other work to do. I'm wearing Crocs,
I know we both are.
I'm wearing Crocs. I'm wearing Crocs not because they're that comfortable or I love them that much, but because Glenn Ally, our manager, hates them so much.
He's right.
And I mean, the great thing is that Crocs are just a fuck you to trendy, And I said to Glenn, well, people have been wearing, we've been wearing Crocs for a long time. He said, lesbians and 2-year-olds. And I said, I like lesbians and 2-year-olds. See, that's the difference.
That's right.
And but it really is. There are people that get very, very upset about wearing Crocs. And to them, I say, fuck you. That's you.
I say the same thing to you people who wear Crocs. So fuck you.
The battle,
Your fat asshole.
our battle lines are drawn.
2/3 of the staff is wearing Crocs. 2 out of 3 has Sunday school.
Yeah, we should get Crocs as a. Boy, I'd love to get Crocs as a sponsor. That'd be fun.
Get on that.
So we had to. This last week was a crunch, and also I leave Wednesday to go to New York City to be part of a secret project that I can't talk about. But for 5 weeks, I'll be in New York doing a secret
Manhattan Project 2.
Manhattan Project 2. Electric Boogaloo. Manhattan Project 2. I'll be going back there. So it's a crunch week. So Glenn says to me, we need to put some time for you to record the audiobook. I think the last audiobook took you 2 days, 4 hours one day, and like an hour the next. And all of a sudden it dawned on us when we got in the studio, and actually I think dawned on us is wrong, Reddy Rich told me, that it's a 16-hour, 20-hour audiobook. 16 to 20-hour audiobook. How could we record that in 6 hours? How could that be done? I mean, we might go, they slow it down.
It's the opposite.
It's the opposite.
You record it really fast and someone will hold their finger on the record.
So
and just wear it back.
I was spending like 20 hours in this very room just reading the whole book, just going through, the whole book. That was the scene in my dressing room the night my mom died. A pimp, 3 prostitutes, a friend of mine had driven up from L.A. separately, and me. The prostitutes had seen the show, and they were guessing I was a fun guy. No etiquette. I said, yeah, thanks for coming to the show. Thanks for being backstage. It's nice to meet you. My mom died today, and I'm kind of in a weird mood. Not a weird mood for my mom having died. I think my mood is appropriate for my mom having just died, but a weird mood for the way you're dressed. That's a little bit of Penn and the Prostitutes on the day his mom died from the new book, Every Day is an Atheist Holiday. Go order it right now. That's what I did this week. I also went to a fall festival, and I also got a lot of tweets. I should address this. I got a lot of tweets about David Blaine. He's got a new shindig he's doing.
We have a little technical problem with our expert who's supposed to be calling in. So if you want to go ahead and tell the
Bear joke? Yeah, go to that. So I want to talk about David Blaine's Faraday suit.
I know. We should.
I want to talk about David Blaine in general. Because, he's a good guy. He comes backstage, we hang out, I like him. We have a lot of artistic differences. Philosophical and artistic differences. But I want to start by saying he's a good guy, and I love that he's got a whole different take on marriage. Pushing the boat. Oh, yeah. But we'll talk about. Can I tell the bear joke?
You can tell the bear joke.
Now, this is just for those.
Tuned in for the bear joke.
Some people listen to the. Oh, sorry. Some people listen to the show and they want, philosophical comment. Want me to talk about atheism or
science.
By the way, politics. Let's just say I did not watch the debates. Heard a little bit of them on the radio. Watched a little bit of them online. Saw a lot of people sent me the Romney sneaking out the notes onto the lectern. Notice I say lectern and not podium. Thank you very much. Sneaking them out, which looked to me like a handkerchief. They really did look like a handkerchief. Didn't look like notes. I think it was totally above board. But I did read, and I just want to say I'm not commenting on the debates because I didn't watch them because I don't have a dog in this fight. As far as I'm concerned, Obama and Romney agree on everything I disagree on. They agree very much on the amount of people we're killing. They agree very much on the president being allowed to decide who he kills. They agree very much on the Patriot Act and the Bill of Rights being scoffed at. They agree very much on taking money from middle-class people and giving it to rich people. They agree on all that completely. They agree that the president should have a ton of power. They agree on all that. I disagree with that, so I watch the debates. My man is Gary Johnson, and Gary Johnson wasn't there, so there's nothing for me to see. So I didn't watch it. But I do read the New York Times, most days. And I read it fairly carefully. And I can sum up all of the New York Times reporting of the debates, especially their opinion page, in which they say, yeah, our guy lost, but he lost because he was too smart for those stupid debates.
There you go.
It's the greatest spin ever. Our guy was too cool to actually debate. That's why he lost. And they all agree that he lost. They start out with he lost. But they say, Romney was lying his ass off, which, okay, sure. But, Obama didn't call him on it because Obama's too smart to call a guy on lying, and he's too presidential to be lowered by the debates. He thought he was too cool to be there. And this is the guys on his side saying that. But I love that. Our guy lost the debates because he was just too damn smart.
Yeah.
But I don't want anybody getting upset. I'm not trashing Obama. Yes, I am trashing Obama. But I'm not trashing Obama more than Romney. And I'm not trashing Romney more than Obama. Because of the issues that I care about, they agree completely. And I also want to say, I don't know how people can get so outraged about PBS and Big Bird and children's television when we are killing children with drone strikes overseas. I mean, those children will never see Big Bird because we killed them. I mean, and you can't tell. This is something else that bothers me. Everybody's talking about how little money is in PBS.
Sure.
What a big deal that is. This is what used to bother me so much. When I used to do the business for Penn and Teller, that is to say, we were successful. I used to call up at a Renaissance festival.
Sure.
I would do the negotiation. And I would say the things that Penn and Teller always said, no parades. We would not march in the Renaissance Festival parade.
So it was fun.
I don't know. You had a great time. I didn't want to march in the parades. So no parades. Pay us this amount of money. And I remember I'd be negotiating, kind of tough negotiation. And they would say, no, we're not going any higher than this. So for the 5 weeks you're doing this, are you really going to blow the whole deal over $1,000? And I'd say, well, are you really going to blow the deal for $1,000? You cannot argue that an amount of money is small with someone who's putting that amount of money in. You cannot say PBS is getting an insignificant amount of money without the other side saying, okay, it's an insignificant amount of money.
Stop.
Let's stop. I mean, you can't say, are you going to kill this deal over $1,000 if the other side is going to kill the deal? It just makes no sense to me. You cannot use the argument that's too little money to argue about if while you're doing it, you're arguing about it, right?
Well, and the other thing is, it's too little money, but it's millions of dollars. If it was coming out of your pocket, you'd go, Jesus God, I can't
But that's
afford
not
that
the point. The point I'm trying to make, you're trying to make another
I'm
point.
making a parallel.
Parallel point. The point I'm trying to make is
Supporting you with a
you
second
can't say it's not that much money and then say we need that much money. You can't do both. You can't. You got to say, which is what I'm saying, by the way, the amount going to PBS. I don't care one fuck either way. Which way we pay PBS, we don't pay PBS. Let's stop killing people. I mean that's. Yes, I'm a libertarian, and everybody wants to jump down libertarians' throats for saying you don't care about the poor, you don't care about welfare, you don't care about medical care. This is a deal I'm making. I'll make this on behalf of all libertarians. I don't like to speak for libertarians. Right now, I'm speaking for libertarians, okay?
Thank you.
Stop the wars. Stop the wars now. Bring the troops home. Stop spending that money. Stop being the world's policeman. Stop killing people in our name. Stop taking a lot of our money and giving it to rich people to bail them out. Keep all the Medicare, all the Medicaid, all the welfare. Once we get peace and stop redistributing money to rich people, we can then argue 10 years from now about welfare and social services and stuff. It doesn't matter. It's not compared to the wars, it's just not an issue to me. And certainly PBS is not an issue to me. Now, a guy goes barefoot.
I was going to say, this is not as funny or involved.